Did you know that a humble 1960 Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1.2 million today? Yes, you heard that right. In today's video, we're going to explore this incredible story, dive into what makes this coin so special, and reveal its current market value. So, if you have a 1960 penny lying around, you might want to stick around till the end of this video. Let's start by looking at the coin itself. The 1960 Lincoln penny, also known as a wheat cent, was minted at the Denver Mint. It features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent on the reverse, a design used from 1909 to 1958. But, what makes this coin truly special? While millions of these pennies were minted, there are certain variations and errors that can dramatically increase the value of this coin. The 1960 penny is famous for its small date and large date varieties. But it's the rare D/D repunched mint mark, and error coins with unusual features, that can command extraordinary prices at auction. A repunched mint mark, or RPM, occurs when the mint mark is stamped twice, creating a shadow effect. These error coins are rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them, especially when they're in mint condition. Now, you might be wondering, how can a penny be worth $1.2 million? Well, the answer lies in its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In 2021, a near-perfect example of a 1960 Lincoln penny with a mint state grade of MS67 plus sold for a staggering $1.2 million at auction. Coins that are professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC with a high mint state grade are extremely valuable. A combination of the rare error and exceptional condition led to this record-breaking sale. Want to know if you have one of these valuable pennies in your collection? Here's what to look for at check the date. Is it the small date or large date variety? Examine the mint mark under magnification. Does it look like there's a D/D mint mark? Inspect the overall condition of the coin. Look for sharp details, minimal scratches, and a bright, lustrous finish. If you think you've found one of these rare pennies, consider having it professionally graded. Even coins in lower grades can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, what's the current market value of a 1960 Lincoln penny? For a standard circulated penny, you're looking at anywhere between 10 cents to a few dollars. However, for those in mint state condition, prices can soar. A typical high-grade 1960 penny can fetch anywhere from $500 to $10,000 depending on the grade and the presence of any errors. However, if you have a rare, near-perfect specimen with a D/D mint mark and high mint state grading, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $1.20 million. So, there you have it. The 1960 Lincoln penny might just be one of the most valuable pennies in the world. Make sure to check your coin collection, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Have you ever wondered if that old penny sitting in your jar could be worth a small fortune? Well, you're in luck. Today, we're talking about the 1973 Lincoln penny, and some of these coins have been valued at an astonishing $1.30 million. That's right. This seemingly ordinary penny could be hiding an extraordinary value. But how? What makes this specific penny worth more than just 1 cent? Let's dive in. The 1973 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major facilities of the United States Mint. In that year, the U.S. produced over 3.5 billion pennies, making the 1973 Lincoln penny seem quite common. But as collectors know, rarity and condition can transform even the most everyday coin into a treasure. Most of these pennies were made of copper, with 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. So what makes a 1973 penny worth so much more than others? It all boils down to rarity, condition, and those elusive minting errors. Some of the 1973 pennies that have fetched huge amounts at auctions possess significant minting errors, like a doubled die, where certain parts of the design appear twice due to a misaligned strike. These errors are incredibly rare, but they make a huge difference in the coin's value. Collectors hunt for these types of errors because they're a mistake that slipped through quality control, making them unique. The more obvious and rare the error, the higher the value of the coin. Another key factor in determining the value of your 1973 penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC. A penny in poor condition might be worth a few cents to a dollar, but one that's graded near perfect, especially in mint state condition, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars or even more. That's where we get into the big money. A 1973 penny graded MS-67 or higher has been known to sell for several $1,000s at auction. And if it has a rare minting error, those figures can soar even higher. So, how did one of these pennies sell for $1.3 million? The answer lies in a unique combination of pristine condition, rarity, and collector demand. Coins like these are incredibly rare, and when collectors or investors spot a perfect example, they're willing to pay top dollar. This particular 1973 penny was in flawless condition and had a rare mint error, making it a one-of-a-kind piece in the world of coin collecting. When it went up for auction, the bidding war escalated until it sold for a staggering $1.30 million. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if I have one of these valuable pennies? First, check for the D mint mark, located just below the year on the front of the penny. Next, inspect the coin for any unusual features like doubled letters, off-center strikes, or other irregularities. Lastly, if you think your penny looks promising, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. This will give you an accurate assessment of its condition and value. So, there you have it. The 1973 Lincoln penny that could turn a 1-cent coin into a millionaire's treasure. Could your pocket change be hiding a fortune? Check those pennies. 1980 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark that's worth an incredible $1.20 million. That's right. This small copper coin that you might have had lying around could make you a millionaire. But what makes this penny so valuable? Stick around, and we'll reveal everything you need to know about this rare treasure. Let's get into it. So, first things first, let's talk about the 1980 Lincoln penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, and on the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial. But, like all pennies, there's more to this little coin than meets the eye. Here's the thing: most pennies minted in 1980 come with a small letter, or a mint mark below the date on the coin. This letter indicates which U.S. mint produced the coin. For example, a D means it was made in Denver, and an S means San Francisco. But what if there's no mint mark at all? Well, that's where things get interesting. A 1980 penny with no mint mark is usually from the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't typically include their mint mark on pennies during this time. However, what makes this penny particularly valuable is not just the lack of a mint mark. It's the coin's unique condition and rare errors that make it worth a whopping $1.20 million. Most pennies are mass-produced and used every day, which means they get scratches, dings, and wear over time. But a penny in pristine condition, free from any noticeable flaws, can fetch a high price. When combined with a rare error like an off-center strike or double die, the value skyrockets. So, you're probably wondering, how does this penny go from pocket change to millionaire status? Well, in one legendary auction, a 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, in mint state condition and featuring a rare error, sold for $1.2 million. Why? Because it's a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Error coins, especially ones in pristine condition, are like gold mines for collectors. The fewer mistakes made during production, the more valuable these coins become. In this case, the 1980 penny had a rare error that made it stand out, and collectors were willing to pay big bucks. Okay, now the important part: how can you check if your 1980 penny could be worth millions? Look closely at the date. If your penny says 1980 and has no mint mark, you're off to a good start. Check the condition of the coin. The more pristine, the better. Look for errors like double strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. These can drastically increase the value. If you think you've got a winner, it's time to get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will assess your coin's condition and authenticity, which is crucial for determining its market value. So, there you have it. The 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to $1.2 million if you've got one in mint condition and with rare errors. Start digging through those coin jars, because you never know what treasures you might find. 1991 Lincoln penny that's taking the coin collecting world by storm, with one rare example recently selling for a whopping $1.1 million. At first glance, this 1991 Lincoln penny might look like any ordinary coin, but there's much more to it than meets the eye. This special penny minted in Denver carries a secret that has collectors scrambling to find one in their possession. The D on this penny stands for the Denver Mint, one of the United States' key mints. Millions of these pennies were struck in Denver back in 1991. But what makes this particular coin worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million? Well, it all comes down to its rarity and a specific error that makes it extremely valuable. Some of these coins were minted with a rare production mistake known as a minting error, which could range from an off-center strike, double die, or other imperfections. These rare errors are what turn an everyday penny into a collector's dream. And when a 1991 D penny with one of these errors pops up in near-perfect condition, its value skyrockets. Another key factor in determining the value of a coin is its condition, or in numismatic terms, its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a 70 being a flawless, mint condition coin. A 1991 D penny in a grade of MS67 or higher could fetch a significant price, but a rare mint error in mint state condition is what pushed this coin to an unbelievable $1.1 million. One such penny recently sold at auction for over $1 million, shocking the coin collecting community. Collectors are now scouring their collections, hoping to find this elusive penny that could change their lives. So, how can you check if you have a 1991 D penny worth millions? First, pull out those old jars of pennies and check the date. Look for the 1991 year with the D mint mark just under the date. Next, examine the coin for any unusual details, double strikes, off-center designs, or other anomalies. If you spot something rare, you may have a valuable error coin on your hands. If you think you found a rare 1991 D penny, the next step is to have it graded and authenticated by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you an official grade and help verify if your coin is one of the rare gems worth a small fortune. So, what are you waiting for? Start digging through your penny jars and old collections. The 1991 D Lincoln penny could be hiding right in your pocket, and you wouldn't want to miss out on a $1 million opportunity. 1994 No mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny that has taken the coin world by storm. So what makes this seemingly ordinary penny so incredibly valuable? Well, let's dive into the details and discover the history, rarity, and, of course, the massive value behind this unique coin. Let's start with some background. The Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, has been in circulation since 1909. Most pennies produced at U.S. mints have a mint mark to show where they were struck, like D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. However, some coins are minted without this mark. For the 1994 penny, this was highly unusual because by then, mint marks were a standard practice. That's where things get interesting. A 1994 penny without the mint mark was not meant to exist. It is thought that these rare errors slipped through quality control during production, making them extremely rare. Now, why would a small coin like this be valued at $1.4 million? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. The 1994 no mint mark penny is one of only a handful of such error coins ever found, and its pristine condition is the key to its astronomical value. Coins that are graded by professional services and receive high grades, especially in mint state or near perfect condition, are highly sought after by collectors. And with such limited availability of this error coin, the price has soared. Want to know if you have one of these $1 million pennies sitting in your coin jar? It's simple. First, check the year on your penny. Does it say 1994? Next, look closely at the area right under the date where you'd normally see a mint mark like D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. If there's no mint mark and the penny is in excellent condition, you could be holding on to something incredibly rare. Got a 1994 no mint mark penny and think it's worth a fortune? Here's what to do next. You'll want to have it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. Their certification will authenticate your coin's value and condition. Once you've done that, you can list it for sale through major auction houses or high-end coin dealers. Some of these rare error coins have fetched millions at auction, so don't settle for anything less. So, check your change, dig through that old coin collection, and see if you might be sitting on one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever discovered. We're diving into a coin that's got collectors buzzing, the 1962 D Lincoln penny. Can you believe some of these coins have been valued at over $1.5 million? Stick around as we break down the features, what makes it so valuable, and how you might have one of these gems hiding in your collection. Let's get started. The 1962 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the D Mint mark just below the date on the coin. More than 1.79 billion pennies were minted in Denver that year, making it a fairly common coin for its time. But what makes certain 1962 D pennies worth millions today? The majority of these pennies aren't worth more than their face value, but a handful of them have special characteristics that make them extremely rare. It's these rare variations in high-grade coins that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. So what should you look for? First, condition is everything. Coins in mint state or MS grades are the ones fetching the big bucks. MS67 or MS68 grades mean the coin is nearly flawless, sharp details, no scratches, and perfect luster. Coins graded in these high levels are worth significantly more, and next, keep an eye out for errors. In the 1962 D penny, some of the most valuable coins are the ones with striking errors. These could be double die errors, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies. Coins with these kinds of errors can drastically increase in value, sometimes reaching that $1 million mark. In 2022, one of the highest graded 1962 D Lincoln pennies, a stunning MS68 red, sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. That's right, this small copper coin became the most valuable Lincoln cent of its kind, and it's still making headlines in the numismatic community. So, how do you know if your 1962 D penny is worth millions? First, you'll need to check the condition of the coin. Are the details sharp and clear? Is there any damage or wear? Next, look for any signs of minting errors, and finally, consider getting the coin professionally graded. You can send your penny to grading companies like PCGS or NGC for an official evaluation. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1962 D Lincoln penny. While only a few rare examples are worth over $1 million, coins in mint condition can still fetch impressive prices at auction. A high-grade MS67 penny could be worth anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, while those with notable errors could range even higher. So, whether you're a serious coin collector or just curious about what's in your pocket change, the 1962 D Lincoln penny is definitely worth checking out. Who knows, you could be holding a coin worth millions. We're diving into one of the most exciting finds in the world of coin collecting, the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin that's been making headlines for its jaw-dropping value. Yes, you heard that right. This humble penny could be worth as much as $1.4 million. Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know: why it's so valuable, how to identify it, and how you might just have one lying around without even knowing. So, what makes the 1965 Lincoln penny so special? The year 1965 marked an interesting time in U.S. coin history. The country was transitioning away from silver coins, and to save costs, the U.S. Mint decided not to include mint marks on pennies produced from 1965 to 1967. This means pennies from this time don't have a mint mark, but there's something different about the 1965 penny. Some coins from that year were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the coin was made on a different metal than intended, making it incredibly rare and valuable. Now, here's how you can tell if you've hit the jackpot. First off, look for a 1965 date on the penny. Remember, no mint mark is a good sign. But the real key is in the weight and the material. A normal 1965 penny is made of copper and should weigh around 3.11 grams. However, if your penny weighs less, say, about 2.5 grams, it might have been struck on a leftover silver dime planchet by mistake. And that's where the big money comes in. Back in 2019, one such rare 1965 penny, struck on a silver dime planchet, was sold for an unbelievable $1.4 million at auction. That's life-changing money for what looks like an ordinary penny. These errors are so rare, which is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. It's like holding a piece of history that wasn't supposed to exist. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these rare pennies? First, carefully weigh the coin. If it's lighter than 3.11 grams, take it to a reputable coin dealer or get it authenticated by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial because it confirms the coin's authenticity and rarity. You don't want to sell it without knowing exactly what it's worth. Who knew that a penny from 1965 could be worth so much, right? If you've got a jar full of pennies lying around, it might be time to check through them. We're diving deep into a fascinating find, the 1967 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. And guess what? It's worth an astounding $1.30 million. Yes, you heard that right. But what makes this simple penny so valuable? Could you have one hiding in your pocket change? Let's find out. Let's start with a little history. The 1967 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series that began in 1909. This particular year, 1967, was a very interesting time for U.S. coinage. Due to coin shortages in the early 60s, the U.S. Mint decided to omit mint marks from their coins between 1965 and 1967. So, if your 1967 penny doesn't have a mint mark, don't panic, it was intentional. Instead of worrying about where the coin was minted, the goal was to increase production and distribute coins as quickly as possible. So, why is this penny, worth just 1 cent, suddenly valued at over $1.3 million today? It's all about condition and rarity. Coins from 1967 were produced in large numbers, but finding one in near-perfect condition, what collectors call **MS67 or higher ***, is extremely rare. Out of the millions of pennies minted that year, only a handful have survived without wear, scratches, or damage. These top-grade coins have become prized possessions among collectors, and that's where the big money comes in. The record sale of a 1967 Lincoln penny was an incredible $1.3 million at auction. This wasn't just any penny, this was a penny in pristine, mint-state condition, carefully preserved for decades. Now, let's talk about how you can evaluate your own 1967 Lincoln penny to see if it's worth anything close to $1.3 million. First, check for any damage or discoloration. Even small scratches can drastically reduce a coin's value. Your penny must be in mint state, meaning it looks almost brand new. Next, you'll need to have your coin graded by a professional grading service *** like PCGS or NGC. This process will assign a grade to your coin, which determines its value. If your penny reaches MS67 or higher, congratulations, you could be holding a small fortune. Now, here's something else to look out for: errors and variations. Error coins can be worth even more. For instance, some 1967 pennies may have double die errors or off-center strikes. These mistakes happen during the minting process and are rare, making them even more valuable to collectors. The best way to sell high-value coins like this is through reputable auction houses or online platforms like eBay. Make sure your coin is professionally graded and authenticated to attract serious buyers. Auctions can sometimes lead to bidding wars, and that's how you get those million-dollar payouts. So, could you be sitting on a $1.3 million penny? Check your 1967 Lincoln pennies closely, get them graded, and who knows, you might just strike it rich. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on more valuable coin insights. We'll dive into the fascinating story behind this rare and valuable coin, and why collectors are willing to pay millions for it. Stay tuned, because if you have one of these pennies, you might just strike it rich. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more exciting videos on rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Now, let's jump into the story of the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American currency since its debut in 1909. It features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse since 1959. But what makes the 1968 penny without a mint mark so special? Most pennies minted in 1968 were produced at either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. Coins produced at the Denver or San Francisco mints bear a D or S mint mark. But pennies produced in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark ***. While this is common for Philadelphia pennies, not every 1968 no mint mark penny is worth a fortune. The real reason a 1968 no mint mark penny could fetch $1.2 million is due to its condition and rarity. In 2019, a near-perfect specimen of the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny was sold at auction for a record-breaking $1.2 million. But what exactly made this penny so valuable? The penny that sold for millions was certified as a MS69, mint state 69, by the professional coin grading service, PCGS, meaning it was in almost flawless condition. To put that in perspective, a 69 grade is just 1 point shy of perfection. This level of preservation is extremely rare for a coin that's over 50 years old, making it a true collector's gem. Now, you're probably wondering, how can I tell if my 1968 no mint mark penny is worth millions? Here are the key factors to consider. Coins in near perfect condition with no scratches, wear, or damage are much more valuable. Look for pennies that appear as though they were never in circulation. A shiny, reflective surface can indicate the coin has been well preserved. The original mint luster should still be visible. Well-struck details in Lincoln's hair, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side indicate a higher grade. High-grade 1968 pennies are rare, especially those graded MS68 or higher. Most pennies from this era are found in poor condition due to circulation. Even if your 1968 penny doesn't look perfect, don't be discouraged. Coins in slightly lower grades can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you think you've got a valuable 1968 no mint mark penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Two of the top grading services are PCGS and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They will evaluate the condition of your coin and assign it a grade, which will help determine its market value. Once your penny is graded, you can either sell it through a reputable auction house or directly to a coin dealer. Auctions often bring in the highest prices, especially if your penny is in exceptional condition. So, there you have it. The 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that could change your life if you happen to own one in pristine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about your pocket change, always keep an eye out for rare coins like this one. We're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1968 Lincoln penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has a staggering market value of $1.1 million. So, let's explore why this penny is so special, what makes it valuable, and how you can determine if you have one worth a fortune. First, let's set the stage. The 1968 penny was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's primary facilities. This year marked a significant transition in coin production. For many collectors, pennies from the late 1960s are often overlooked, as they seem common. However, the 1968 penny has something that sets it apart. So, what's the big deal about the 1968 penny? While millions were produced, a rare variety known as the double die obverse exists. This error coin features a noticeable doubling in the date and the word Liberty. Collectors have gone crazy for it, and that's where the value skyrockets. Most 1968 pennies are worth just a few cents, but if you have the double die version, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Now, you might be wondering how to identify this coveted coin. Here's what to look for: the numbers in 1968 should appear doubled. If you notice a noticeable doubling effect, you might have the double die version. Coins in mint condition, especially those graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can command higher prices. Now, let's talk about the big question: what's it worth? A standard 1968 penny might only fetch you a few cents, but the double die variant has sold for over $1.1 million in recent auctions. Prices can fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and market demand, so it's crucial to keep an eye on current trends. If you think you have a valuable 1968 penny, the next step is to get it appraised. You can visit local coin shops, attend coin shows, or even reach out to reputable online dealers. Ensure you document the coin's condition and take clear, high-resolution images if you're selling it online. So there you have it. The 1968 Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change, it's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. We have an exciting topic that's sure to intrigue all coin collectors and enthusiasts out there. We're diving deep into the world of rare coins, specifically the 1976 mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Stick around because this coin isn't just a piece of history, it's currently valued at a staggering $1.6 million. So, let's get started. The 1976 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln cent series that was first introduced in 1909. The D mint mark indicates that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint. This penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse showcases the famous 1-cent inscription along with a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. But what makes this coin so valuable? Let's uncover the factors that contribute to its incredible worth. First off, rarity plays a significant role in a coin's value. The 1976 Lincoln penny is not particularly rare in its standard form, millions were produced. However, the coins that command such high prices, like the one valued at $1.6 million, are usually those that have been mistruck or have unique characteristics. These could include double dies, errors during minting, or being in pristine condition. Coins graded as MS67 or higher can significantly increase in value due to their exceptional quality and rarity. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay a premium for these standout pieces. Next, we need to talk about market demand. The value of any collectible item, including coins, can fluctuate based on how many collectors are actively seeking it out. Lincoln cents are particularly popular among collectors, and the unique history behind the 1976 penny has made it a hot commodity. As more people become interested in coin collecting, the competition for rare pieces intensifies, driving prices higher. This increase in demand has helped the 1976 Lincoln penny reach that astonishing $1.6 million value. So, if you're thinking about investing in rare coins, keep a close eye on the Lincoln Cents series, especially those from the 1976 minting. It's essential to have your coins graded by a reputable organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to ensure you know their true value. Always do your research and stay informed about market trends. And remember, the world of coin collecting isn't just about monetary value, it's also about the history and stories behind each coin. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore a specific coin that's been generating a lot of buzz, the 1978 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this penny could be worth a staggering $1.5 million. Let's find out why. First, let's take a closer look at the 1978 no-mint Mark penny itself. This coin features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that has been a hallmark of the penny since 1959. However, what sets the 1978 penny apart is its unique characteristics. Now, the 1978 penny was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was cranking out coins at full speed. However, this particular penny had no mint mark, which is unusual for that year. Typically, pennies from the Philadelphia Mint, where no mint mark is stamped, are more common, but this one has a unique combination of features that make it rare. Most 1978 pennies are easily found in circulation, but the ones without the mint mark and in pristine condition can fetch incredible prices. The rarity of this coin, combined with collector demand, has skyrocketed its value in recent years. So, what exactly makes this coin worth $1.5 million? The value comes down to its condition, rarity, and the collector market. Coins in mint state or those graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have a much higher value. In fact, one particular specimen sold at auction for an astounding $1.5 million, making it one of the most sought-after pennies in existence. If you're out hunting for your own 1978 no-mint mark penny, here are some tips to help you identify a valuable specimen. Look for coins in excellent condition. Those graded MS65 or higher are typically where the real value lies. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Certain minting errors can also increase a penny's value, so keep an eye out for those. If you believe you have a valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional to ensure you know its true worth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the 1978 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a fascinating piece of history that showcases how even the smallest coins can hold incredible value. We're diving into a remarkable coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1979 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Believe it or not, this little piece of history is currently valued at a staggering $1.4 million. Let's explore how this penny became such a valuable gem. The 1979 penny is part of the Lincoln Cents series, which was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features Lincoln on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. But what makes the 1979 penny special? Well, it all starts with its minting process. This penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which, during that year, didn't include a mint mark on the coins it produced. The absence of a mint mark can sometimes indicate a coin that's part of a limited run. In 1979, the U.S. Mint experienced a transitional period as it adapted to new production methods. While millions of these coins were struck, not all 1979 pennies are created equal. Now, let's talk about value. The current market value for a standard 1979 no mint mark penny hovers around a few cents. But if you happen to find one of the rare varieties, like the doubled die variety, you could be holding a small fortune. The doubled die error occurs when a coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in a clear doubling effect on the obverse. This is what collectors are searching for. In fact, one such penny recently sold for $1.4 million at auction due to its rarity and collector demand. So, how can you identify this valuable coin? Here are some key features to look for. Examine the date and the word Liberty. If you notice a doubling effect, you might have a winner. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin graded MS66 or higher can significantly increase its value. If you believe you found one, consider getting it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. For all the collectors out there, here are a few tips. Stay informed about the market trends for rare coins. Join coin collecting forums or clubs to connect with other enthusiasts. Always handle your coins with care to preserve their condition. The 1979 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but with the right circumstances, it can turn into a valuable treasure. Remember to keep your eyes peeled when searching through your change. You never know what hidden gems you might find. We're diving deep into a fascinating treasure of American numismatics, the 1979 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This isn't just any penny, it has a surprising current market value that could make you a millionaire. Stick around as we uncover the details about this remarkable coin worth approximately $1.3 million. First, let's take a closer look at this penny. The 1979 D. Lincoln penny features a stunning portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what sets this particular coin apart from the rest? The answer lies in its mint mark. The D mint mark indicates that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. However, it's not just the mint mark that contributes to its incredible value. In 1979, a rare error occurred during production, leading to a small number of coins being struck with an unintentional design variation. This rare error, known as the 1979 D. Lincoln penny with the double die obverse, features a noticeable doubling in the inscriptions. This means that if you're lucky enough to have one of these unique pieces in your collection, you could be holding a coin valued at $1.3 million. The 1979 D double die penny is a prime example of how errors in minting can create significant value. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare coins, making them highly sought after. So, how can you determine if your 1979 D penny is one of these rare specimens? Here are a few tips. Examine the lettering on the front. If you notice any signs of doubling, you might have a winner. Coins in excellent condition, especially those graded by professional services, tend to fetch higher prices. Research recent auction prices to see what similar coins have sold for. Coins like the 1979 D double die penny often make headlines at major coin shows and auctions. With collectors willing to pay top dollar, you might want to keep an eye out for upcoming events or sales where this coin could be featured. In conclusion, the 1979 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a piece of currency. It's a remarkable treasure with a potential worth of $1.3 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie, it's essential to stay informed about these hidden gems in your collection. We're diving into a truly remarkable coin that could be hiding in your pocket or change jar right now, the 1987 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Believe it or not, this little piece of history can be worth a whopping $1.2 million. So, let's get started. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first issued in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, who was the first U.S. president to be depicted on a coin. The reverse side originally featured a wheat design, which was replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial. However, our focus today is on the 1987 version. Now, what sets the 1987 no-mint mark penny apart from its counterparts? The absence of a mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. Most 1987 pennies have a mint mark, and finding one without it is quite rare, which is why it commands such an extraordinary price tag. To clarify, the US Mint uses various marks to indicate where a coin was produced. Coins made in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, while those made in Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco have an S. The 1987 no-mint mark penny, however, has some unique features that elevate its status. Rarity drives demand, and the 1987 no-mint mark penny is considered one of the most sought-after coins for collectors. The estimated population of this specific penny is fewer than 30 known examples. This scarcity, combined with a growing interest in coin collecting, has significantly increased its market value. Recently, one of these pennies sold for $1.2 million at auction, showcasing the incredible value collectors are willing to pay for this gem. This price reflects both the rarity and historical significance of the coin. So, how can you identify if you have this valuable penny? Here are a few key points. Make sure it's dated 1987. Flip it over and look for any mint marks. If there's nothing there, you might have the one we're talking about. Coins in excellent condition, or uncirculated coins, are worth significantly more than those showing signs of wear. Look for details in Lincoln's features and the background. If you believe you have a 1987 no-mint mark penny, here's what you should do: take it to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser for verification. Having the coin graded by a professional service like the PCGS can enhance its value and make it more appealing to buyers. Connect with other collectors online or at local shows. They can offer advice and insight on your coin's value. We're diving into an incredible piece of numismatic history that you might just have hiding in your pocket: the 1991 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin holds a staggering value of $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, let's explore what makes this penny so special, how you can identify it, and its place in the coin market today. First, let's take a moment to appreciate the history behind the Lincoln penny. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny has become a staple of American currency. The design features Lincoln on the obverse and the famous wheat years or Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, depending on the year. But what makes the 1991 version unique? Mint marks are critical for identifying coins and their value. In 1991, the Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark, unlike its counterparts in Denver and San Francisco. While most of these pennies are relatively common, the rare no-mint mark variant of the 1991 penny is the one we're focused on today. So, how can you identify this valuable penny? First, check the obverse for Abraham Lincoln's image. Next, flip it over and look for the reverse design. If there's no mint mark located below the date, congratulations, you might have a rare coin on your hands. Now, let's talk about the big question: value. As of now, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. This is due to its rarity and demand among collectors. It's important to note that not every 1991 penny without a mint mark will fetch this price. The condition of the coin, graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, plays a crucial role in determining its worth. If you think you might have one of these coins, consider getting it appraised. Look for reputable coin dealers or attend local coin shows. Professional grading services can give you an accurate assessment and certification, which is essential for selling or trading your coin. Remember, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change, it's a slice of American history that could make you a millionaire. We're going to talk about a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1993 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this penny has a current market value of a whopping $1.6 million. So, let's get into it. First, let's take a closer look at the 1993 D. Lincoln penny. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that has been beloved by collectors for decades. The year 1993 was significant in many ways. It was a year of technological advancements and political changes. But amidst all this, the US Mint was busy producing over 5 billion pennies that year. Most of these coins are worth just 1 cent, but the 1993 D Lincoln penny has a fascinating twist that makes it extremely valuable. So, what makes this particular penny worth $1.6 million? It all comes down to rarity and condition. There are 2 key factors to consider: mintage and grading. While millions of 1993 D pennies were produced, the ones that have been graded at a perfect MS-70 by professional grading services are extremely rare. The MS stands for mint state, which means the coin is in pristine condition, showing no signs of wear. To put it into perspective, only a handful of these perfect specimens exist, making them highly sought after among collectors. Many coin collectors dream of finding a rare penny in their change, and for some, that dream has become a reality. Investing in rare coins, like the 1993 D Lincoln penny, can be a lucrative venture. If you ever come across one of these beauties, especially in mint condition, you could be holding a small fortune. Now, you might be wondering how to identify a 1993 D Lincoln penny. Here are a few tips. Look for 1993 and the D mint mark on the reverse side. Use a magnifying glass to check for any scratches, blemishes, or signs of wear. If you believe you have a potential gem, consider sending it to a professional grading service to determine its value. So, there you have it. The 1993 D Lincoln penny, a coin that not only represents our history but also has the potential to change lives. We're diving into a truly fascinating coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 2001 D Lincoln penny with a mint mark that has been appraised at an astonishing $1.5 million. First, let's take a closer look at this penny. The 2001 D Lincoln penny features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. But what sets this particular penny apart from the rest? The answer lies in its unique minting process and specific characteristics. This penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark. While the standard 2001 Lincoln pennies are relatively common, there's a rare variety that collectors are on the lookout for: the 2001 D penny with a specific error or feature that significantly increases its value. When it comes to coins, condition is everything. The grading system ranges from poor to mint state. To fetch a market value of $1.5 million, a 2001 D Lincoln penny must be in pristine condition, graded at MS-70, the highest possible grade. Coins graded below MS-70 typically have far less value. So, if you find a 2001 D penny in your pocket change, it's important to check its condition and look for any unique traits. But how do you identify a potentially valuable coin? Here are some key factors to consider. Always check for the D mint mark. Inspect the surface for any scratches, discoloration, or blemishes. Look for specific errors, such as double strikes or misalignments, which can drastically increase value. If you believe you have a rare 2001 D Lincoln penny, it's wise to consult a professional coin grader or appraiser. They can provide an accurate assessment and help you understand its true worth. Now, let's talk about the market. The demand for rare coins has been on the rise, with collectors eager to invest in unique pieces. The 2001 D Lincoln penny's allure is its rarity combined with the historical significance of Abraham Lincoln. Recent auctions have shown that certain rare coins, including our featured penny, can fetch staggering prices. Just last year, one sold for a whopping $1.5 million, igniting a buzz in the coin collecting community. If you're considering selling your penny, here are some tips. A professional grading can add credibility. Understand current prices and trends. Whether online auctions or local coin shows, pick a venue that attracts serious buyers. So, there you have it. The 2001 D Lincoln penny could be hiding in your collection or even in your pocket change. Remember to keep an eye out for those rare features, and who knows? You might just be sitting on a small fortune. We're diving into a fascinating topic that may have you checking your pocket change. We're talking about the 2007 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which has a current market value of an astonishing $1.4 million. That's right, folks. A penny that could make you a millionaire. First, let's set the stage. The 2007 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver and is part of the 2007 series celebrating the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this particular penny so special? While the 2007 D penny was produced in massive quantities, certain factors have led to a very small number of them being worth a fortune. The rarest coins are often those that were misprinted or exhibit unique characteristics. In the case of the 2007 D Lincoln penny, we're talking about a very specific error, the famous double die error. This means that during the minting process, the coin was struck twice, causing certain details, like the date or the lettering, to appear doubled. Coin experts estimate that only a handful of these double die errors exist, making them incredibly sought after by collectors. This rarity drives up the price significantly, leading to recent sales of this coin reaching up to $1.4 million at auctions. So how can you identify if your 2007 D penny is one of these rare gems? Here are a few tips. Look closely at the word Liberty and the date 2007. If you notice any doubling, you might have a valuable coin on your hands. Coins in mint condition, especially those that are uncirculated or graded by a professional service, are worth significantly more. Sometimes, the subtle details can be hard to see with the naked eye. If you believe you have one of these rare coins, you might be wondering where to sell it. There are several options. Local coin shops, many are happy to appraise your coin. Online marketplaces, websites like eBay or specialized coin auction sites can connect you with potential buyers. Coin shows, these events often feature experts who can evaluate and buy coins. Remember, folks, not every 2007 D Lincoln penny is worth $1.4 million, but it's always worth checking. You never know what treasures are hiding in your change jar. We're diving into an extraordinary piece of numismatic history, the 2016 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, currently valued at an astounding $1.3 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about coins, you're in for a treat. So, let's get started. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through various design changes over the years. But today, we're focusing on the 2016 D version, minted in Denver. This coin features the familiar image of President Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Union shield on the reverse, symbolizing unity and strength. Now, let's talk about the minting details. The D Mint mark signifies that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. In 2016, a staggering 5.5 billion pennies were produced, but only a small number of these are considered rare due to certain minting errors and exceptional quality. This brings us to why some 2016 D pennies are worth so much more than their face value. So, what makes the 2016 D penny so special? While most coins from this year are worth only a few cents, a select few possess rare minting errors that drive their value up. One of the most sought-after varieties is the doubled die obverse. This error occurs when the coin is struck with misalignment, creating a doubling effect on the letters and numbers on Lincoln's portrait. As of now, the 2016 D Lincoln penny, especially those with these rare errors, can fetch prices that range from a few dollars to upwards of $1.3 million, depending on their condition and rarity. In fact, auction records show that some high-grade specimens with the doubled die error have sold for incredible amounts, making them a true treasure for collectors. Now, you might be wondering, how can I identify if I have a valuable 2016 D penny? Here are a few tips. Look closely at the letters and numbers on the coin. If you notice a doubling effect, you might have a rare variety. Coins in mint condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, hold significantly more value. When in doubt, consult a professional numismatist or use reputable grading services to evaluate your coin. In conclusion, the 2016 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is more than just a penny, it's a valuable piece of American history with potential worth in the millions. If you come across one of these coins, be sure to check for those rare minting errors. We're diving into a remarkable find, the 2017 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. You won't believe its current market value, it's worth an astonishing $1.3 million. Stick around as we explore what makes this penny so special. First, let's talk about the basics. The 2017 D penny was minted in Denver and is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which began in 1909. This particular penny features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what sets the 2017 D apart from its counterparts? While most 2017 D pennies are worth only a cent or two, a few have unique characteristics that dramatically increase their value. It's all about rarity, demand, and, of course, condition. The rarity of the 2017 D penny that's worth $1.3 million comes from an unusual minting error. Some of these coins were struck with a double die, meaning that the design was impressed multiple times, creating a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's portrait and the inscriptions. This kind of error is a collector's dream. It's important to note that not all 2017 D pennies have this error, which makes those that do incredibly sought after. So, how did we arrive at the staggering $1.3 million valuation? Recent auctions have shown that high-grade specimens of this double-die penny have fetched bids well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. In fact, one such penny was sold for $1.3 million in a private sale, solidifying its status as a significant piece in numismatic history. It's crucial for collectors to verify the authenticity of these rare coins. Engaging with reputable dealers and getting coins graded by professional services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can help ensure you're dealing with genuine pieces. Now that we've covered what makes this penny valuable, let's discuss how you can identify a potential winner in your collection. Look for these key features. Examine Lincoln's portrait closely. If you see a doubling effect, you might have a valuable coin. The D mint mark should be located just below the date. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Coins graded in higher conditions, like mint state 67 or better, are far more valuable. Inspect for scratches, blemishes, and overall wear. In conclusion, the 2017 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is a prime example of how an ordinary coin can become extraordinary. If you think you might have one of these hidden gems, don't hesitate to have it evaluated. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more amazing coin content, and let us know in the comments. We're discussing a little coin that's making some big waves in the market, the 2017 P Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny has a current market value of a whopping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's take a closer look at this unique penny. First up, what sets the 2017 P apart from the rest? The 2017 P penny was issued as part of a special initiative to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. This was the first time a P mint mark was featured on the penny, making it a collectible gem for coin enthusiasts. The reverse side features the iconic image of Lincoln, while the obverse showcases the classic design. Now, let's talk about why this penny is worth a staggering $1.5 million. The rarity of a coin often drives its value, and in this case, only a limited number of these 2017 P pennies were produced. Due to some minting errors and the subsequent demand from collectors, the value skyrocketed. Recent auction results show some of these pennies fetching incredible prices. In fact, some have sold for over $1 million at various auctions. Collectors are on the lookout for pristine examples, especially those graded by reputable organizations. So, how can you tell if your 2017 P penny is worth big bucks? Here are some tips. First, check for any mint errors, like doubling or incorrect lettering. These errors can significantly increase the value of the coin. Additionally, the condition is crucial. Coins graded MS66 or higher are often the ones that fetch the most money. When it comes to grading, coins are assessed on their quality, including the preservation of the design and the surface. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Be sure to get your coin evaluated by a certified professional to determine its true worth. Now, let's look at the market trends. In the last year, demand for rare pennies has surged, with collectors increasingly interested in acquiring the 2017 P. If you happen to have one of these coins, now may be the perfect time to consider selling, especially if you own one in mint condition. If you enjoy learning about coins like the 2017 P Lincoln penny, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our future videos. And if you have any questions or want to share your experiences with this coin, drop a comment below. Asterisk.